podcast Vayanaya Thalam. Today we are going to explore something new, important and fascinating. How explainable AI is helping us to predict floods smarter, faster, a way people can understand. So be comfortable and let's break this down together. Before we dive in, I honor to introduce our guest for today, none other than Ms. Aina Jiju, a renowned AI researcher who known for her achievement in AI prediction. So welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you.
Before we move on to the main topic, I'm just a little curious. What made you say yes to join us in this podcast?
I chose to be on this podcast because, of course, your questions are interesting and let's be more real. I never turned down a chance to talk. And of course, I've seen many of your podcasts in the way you research about things that you ask and the way that you present questions are very interesting.
I appreciate that. Thank you for choosing us to be with this. Now let's jump into the main topic. Flood prediction with explainable AI. It affects communities very deeply. So I'm eager to hear your insights.
Okay, I'm ready.
So here are my questions. In one word, what comes to your mind when you hear flood prediction?
Responsibility. Flood prediction isn't just about technology, it's about saving people's life. And when I hear about flood prediction, it reminds me of the responsibility I have towards the citizens and to get the technology right.
Have you ever experienced flood? And what was the first thing you wished you would known earlier?
Yes, I have. And the one thing I wished would have known earlier was things change faster. And when I talk about my experience about flood, the first time I experienced flood was in 2018, Kerala floods, which of course we all know had made a drastic change in all of our lives. Of course, it does not affect me personally, but I do think I have played a huge part in it by contributing many things, and not only that, it did affect a lot of my family members, and which caused a lot of emotional trouble to all of them. But then I think somehow we managed to survive all of it. And the main reason would be the humanity that we all have, and the kind of thinking and the kind of technology and the kind of government we have with us. I think it was one of the best ways in which we overcome the situation. And when I think the first thing I wished I would have known earlier would be how fast the things change, because if we know how the flood comes or the pattern of the water or the soil, how the soil reacts to the water or many such factors, we can predict floods in a much easier way, which maybe could have led to a little bit, it could have reduced the destruction which had happened. So I think that's it.
Do you believe AI can predict floods more accurately than traditional methods like river gauge readings or rainfall thresholds?
AI can be more accurate, but only when used alongside traditional methods, not instead of them. Rainfall thresholds, river gauge data, soil saturation, these are the foundation. AI becomes more powerful when it brings them together. Learns patterns of the soils that humans can easily see and updates predictions. Like as we all have heard, like AI can take over the traditional methods and many people will lose their jobs. I think that's false, because AI without traditional methods, I don't think it's gonna work. It may work, but will not be as accurate as it would be when it works with the traditional methods. So AI would not replace the older methods, but it'll help it to amplify them more.
I think citizens can ask questions to AI models like we're questioning experts.
Absolutely, they should. If an AI system affects people's life, whether it's predicting floods, resources, or issuing warning, the people should be aware and there should be transparency in all of this process. Explainable AI isn't just technical requirement, it's a social one. And citizens should know why a model issued a warning, and they should be able to question it about how and why the technology issued a warning. So maybe most of the time, I think when people gets involved in all of this process, it makes it more accurate. And that kind of accountability builds trust. And without trust, even the best prediction systems weren't saving lives.
Joining us. Your insights were truly remarkable and enlightening to us, and a deepened the view of AI prediction.
Thank you for having me. Conversations like this matter because technology alone can protect communities, but informed communities working with technology definitely can.
And to our listeners, thank you for listening to us. And don't forget, I will come tomorrow with important topics. And stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Bye.